Hello and welcome to the CloudsDale Cafe. I'm your host, Ragin, the host with the most. I'm joined tonight by Sin, the bastard.
Yay! I did it.
Nick, the Canadian Blizzard.
I'm medically depressed.
Yay! We are also joined by Silver Blaze.
Oh my god!
And the guest for this week is Rose Quartz.
Hi.
Yay! Everybody's here and we're so medically depressed. So let's move on to the first topic. Wait, are there any topics?
I'm at school. That's a topic.
Yay!
If you guys want to talk about it.
No, but there are some things I kind of want to talk about. The first, it's been about a year more than a year since we started this podcast. We
Last
started
week
around
doesn't
month.
count.
Apparently.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's like a year and a week since we started this, and we
It's been my birthday.
Yeah, and we went kind of a long ways. Not really, but yeah, we did.
It's been 9 years since our anniversary.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, pretty much. I felt somewhat accomplished. How about you guys?
I feel like Nick said this earlier today. I feel like we've hit rock bottom.
Honestly, but we're starting to bounce back now. It's starting to go. Because quite frankly, it's not like we've gone so far below. It's that we literally just we're just sitting at one line. We're not really improving, nor are we really hurting ourselves anymore. So I'm thinking.
So you could say we were like crack addict, like people that are addicted to crack to the point of where they're giving BJs in the alley.
No, we were just tethered to our position.
Yeah,
I was
kind of.
We're, analogy.
We're not really going anywhere.
We're kind of going to that proverbial line, which we're not getting better, but we're not getting worse.
Yeah, so
It's like a dog trying to run after something, but he's chained up to like a tree or something, and he just keeps running until his legs like pretty much just turn into nothing because he just keeps trying to run.
Why do you have to morph everything I say into some sick metaphor?
But aren't they the best metaphors?
Good point. But yeah, so it's not exactly that, like, it's in my world, that's pretty much the new rock bottom. You're not getting better nor worse. You're just kind of there.
Yeah,
Just
it's like
there.
the new
thought we
low
were-
is being perfectly average.
I thought we were located in CloudsDale, not in Bikini Bottom.
Who fucking put that shit?
I swear.
I swear to God.
I will
swear to
end you.
God, I'm going to stab somebody.
Anyway, so
Don't I say that every show? I'm always going to stab somebody, and I never make a threat. It's like Hank Hill. I'm going to kick your ass, and he never does.
Let me just go get my propane accessories.
I have to go get my ass kicking shoes because I never heard.
another thing I'm kind of planning on the wrap, since we know that our YouTube hasn't been updated in over more than a month due to not having, not doing a show and not recording a show. I figured that since I can have like a little bit of a break between the wee hours of the day,
Hold on, Sin,
once a week or so. Yeah, talk to me.
No. And
No,
move
I
on.
can't do this.
Move on to the next
No.
subject. Just move on. No. You let
No,
you
I'm-
add some power, and where did that get you?
Pretty far.
No, it didn't.
Across the
Don't you-
street.
Don't,
Across
yeah,
the
across the
street.
street. Across the street with 2 broken legs because you got hit by the bus.
What?
So pretty much, yeah. You made it, but the repercussions and the consequences of them are pretty bad. They outweigh the positives.
Door.
It was only from this particular week. It's just a lot of things happened. Just this week, a lot of things happened, and I was a little bit too busy. But that was
What?
then. This is now.
McDonald's, getting your McNugget,
I'll explain
McNuggets on.
I'll explain after the show because I really don't want to talk about it. Actually, one of the interesting things that we got here today is that we started a little bit of a pitch project, saying if it works out or not. We're encouraging people who don't have that many popular blogs and they don't have that much, either content, not that much followers, to kind of give us send us a message pitching their blogs. And then during the show, we kind of do like a little segment where we just kind of just mentioned them for a little bit.
And nobody's actually sent anything in, have they?
Actually, someone sent us one, which is actually pretty cool.
Oh, I didn't see that then, so woo!
Yeah, there's one of these friends. And her name is Shimmer Stabby.
Shimmer Stabby?
Yeah, Shimmer Stabby. Actually, the name is Shimmer Striker Replies.tumblr.com. This is the picture she sent us. She says that this is her blog, and she's saying that she's not that great at drawing. She's not a good selling point.
Put out. We need links and pictures, Nick.
I will. No, that's later in the future once this kind of gets more of a structure on it. But we'll
Sounds
post
good,
a link.
yeah.
Other news that I'd like to bring up is we have a new member of the CloudsDale Cafe. A hostee in training. She's also the voice for Claudia, my best friend, Ash. For those, some of them have known her. For those that were in movie streams through all of August, have probably met her a bit. The bad thing is that she's my roommate, so I'm kind of effed on that deal.
That's the best
In
thing
other
ever.
news, everybody loves her, so we also have a voice for Claudia, and she will be joining us when she's not working.
I don't think that's good
Cafe,
news
of
at all.
This does not help us in any possible way. Good.
You know, more people, because that's all we need. Besides, she's a female, and we need a female in the cafe because it's a sausage fest.
I like it that way.
No,
That's the way it's supposed to always be. Don't change.
I can step the line right now and just say the amount of balls I smell in the cafe is a little ridiculous.
It isn't the amount. It's just me.
It's not the amount. It's just Nick.
It's just,
Fester and boils.
we just need to send him away out back and hose him off.
Kind of an off-topic kind of thing. That last episode on Attack on Titan.
Holy
I
crap.
haven't seen it yet. Shut the fuck up.
Damn it!
Oh, dang
Shut the
it,
fuck
Ragin! That was
Oh, well.
supposed to be our moment.
Oh, well, it's probably better than really saying spoilers for people in chat who haven't seen it.
Yeah, probably. Let's just
Like
say
me.
it's.
Yeah.
Let's just say I'll say this. I'll only say this. It's.
You spoiled it. You spoiled everything. It's good. You spoiled it. Good job.
No.
Yeah, everybody's
Okay.
saying don't say it, so don't say it,
It's a
please.
good contrast to what we saw on the last
No,
episode.
shut up.
I'll
I'm
just say that. It's a good contrast.
Mikasa dies, finally. Yes.
Spoiler!
Wow, you guessed it, John. Good job.
You spoiled it!
Explosions. Okay. Okay. But seriously, for those that are just wondering, this episode is brought to you by Ponyville Live. Because ponies.
And if you like checking out a bunch of podcasts that you never heard of, or a lot of popular radio stations, yeah, go there. PonyvilleLive.com. Pretty
Down in our
simple name.
links, in the info on YouTube. Just check it out.
And hey, if you...
I'm putting down to nobody. Check it
So,
out.
does anyone have anything else to talk about instead of just plugging things? Or are we just going to be like, plugs Gatorade juice?
We haven't plugged anything in years, and these
I
people
know,
have been
we need
helping
that.
us
Good
out
point,
a
yeah.
lot.
Good point. So that's why you should go on to cloudsdale.org if you like chat rooms or anything of the like. It's a good place. Meet new
I
friends
haven't gone there in forever,
with
so I don't know.
ideal interests. Neither have I. I really should.
We need to go check it out because nobody's gone there for years, and it's like there's like just dead people in the chat. Skeletons.
Years and years and years of like
The
nothing.
skeletons in our closet.
What a God was. No. Not today.
But-
Definitely not.
Nothing. Pretty much nothing of major news has happened lately, so nobody really cares because we still have a few months to go until season 4.
Yeah.
I can't
That's
wait.
the thing. Everything is just so quiet right now. You know, it's all quiet on the Western.
Oh, it's not quite for me.
All quiet on the western fort.
Tell us, Nick, how's our neighbors on the north doing? Eh?
Let's see here. You could either ask Rose or Silver. But let's see. For me, started school. My mom sold the house that I grew up in. Yeah.
Memories.
Yeah, memories.
Memories gone.
It is, frankly though, and it's happening while I'm gone at school. So, frankly, like I've just been feeling it's like okay.
Your house
So-
is those down for like a Walmart or something.
The thing is, in Fat Town, hell no. But the thing is though, it's just like I have a house,
But it's not your house.
well, like I have a house, but I just don't feel like I have a home.
You're homeless. Nick's homeless, everyone. Send him
Well,
a box. Send
it's
him a box.
not literally, figuratively.
No, literally. Send him a box.
Somebody
I don't-
call
I don't-
Nash.
I don't need a box. Don't give me a box.
Out of the box. Dun dun. Out of the box.
Yeah, Nick wants to keep thinking outside the box.
No.
Oh, we're just.
I just
bringing
wanna keep-
fun today.
Being in a house.
Don't have such a boxy attitude. No.
But you know what know what I think we're doing? I feel like we're neglecting our guest and we're making her feel pretty uncomfortable.
Good.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know,
Rose.
it's like, good.
so Rose, you want to tell us a bit about yourself and to the chat?
That's kind of random. Or not random. That's completely the wrong word I was looking for. I meant vague. I'm awake, I swear I am.
What have
That's
you been drinking?
that's what I do. I vague things up a little.
Okay. I don't know. What do you mean? Like, tell me.
Well, let's
Oh,
go
this-
something a little bit more direct.
Thank you.
Tell us about yourself as an artist, as a person. What do you want to say to your followers who are watching right now?
By the way, we're starting the interview right now.
I think there's like
Wait,
one
what?
person out of the 8 people watching this that actually follows me.
Good.
Well, that
You get
means
some
that you're gonna
followers.
get more followers.
Well, for those who don't follow your blog,
Go follow it.
it would be a good way to kind of, introduce yourself to them.
Would be a good way to add another plugin.
Exactly. Cha-ching!
More bugs.
Okay. Okay, I don't know. Talking about the blog, the unfortunate thing right now, yeah, it's kind of slowed down a bit, but that's because, the initial idea behind our story was that, my friends and I started a little pony RP, and I was just like, oh my gosh, all this awesome stuff we keep typing on Facebook, it has to go somewhere. And then I finally got a tablet for Christmas last year, so I was like, yay, I can draw on the computer, because drawing with a mouse sucks. Sucks terribly.
I hear that.
So what tablet did you purchase?
It is... I have that installation disc somewhere.
It's a
I don't know how to
little
say
thing.
this. Is it like Intuos?
Oh, an
Intuos.
Intuos.
And into us. Which one? 4 or 5?
5.
Nice. I got a medium.
Like,
Tablets are nothing but paperweights, in my opinion.
shut. You don't.
You obviously don't work in
do-
technology.
No,
Exactly.
I'm
You don't
supposed
do.
to. I
I'm
have
stuck in the
something
90s, I'm sorry.
I just want to find a 90s tablet just to like piss you off now. If not, go back in time and make one.
Well, they had those things. They were like tablets, but they had no internet access, so it's like perfect.
You were saying Rose?
I forgot.
Well, which
Oh, the story of my life, honestly.
Oh, okay, right. So sorry. The reason why it's kind of slowed down now is because the leader of our RP, and for those who follow me, he's the owner of Soldi, the pony who's currently the icon for the blog. He's kind of occupied with life and school, so we haven't had any recent RP sessions. There's like no story. So once I actually finish the backstory updates that the recent contest was about, I actually have nowhere to go. So it's gonna be interesting. Trying to figure out what to do next.
it's interesting. How many people run the blog?
Me.
Just you?
Well, I mean, when I get asks for other ponies that aren't actually my own, I just kind of send the asks to my friends on Facebook, and they're like, "Oh, my character would say this." And I'm like, "Okay,
Oh,
I'll draw
okay. So how many characters are kind of involved in your blog?
that." I have a post about that somewhere. There's like 42 of us.
Jeez.
Jesus. And I thought
I wasn't happy about it either. It started out with one character per person, and everyone was like, "I want a griffin. No, I want a griffin. Now we all have griffins," and I'm like, "I can't draw griffins."
We're all griffins.
Griffins. Overrated.
There's so
Well-
many griffins, and there was like a Griffin Kingdom thing that I'm gonna have to draw at some point.
You should. There should be like a little part of Ponyville called the Griffin Ghetto.
No. We haven't even hit
That'll be
Ponyville yet,
perfect.
actually. Our group actually never went to Ponyville in the RP.
Wow.
This is kind of like a massive RP, and you're kind of sending little updates and pictures about what's going on.
Essentially,
Within
yeah.
session.
There's only like 6 people actually.
It's actually pretty interesting.
6 people with 42 characters. Holy shit.
6 people, yeah. Yeah,
And the record goes to... Or is that a record? I don't know. I don't RP.
I've lost my record.
could be. That initial record here at the podcast. There we go. Boom. Like put a little button on it.
I don't know how this happened.
If we have physical buttons, we give you one. It's like, congratulations, you did it.
Probably
You done?
has something to do with the fact we haven't killed anybody.
You haven't
Those
gone
characters
yet.
off.
Well, wait,
You
no,
haven't done poop.
it's a lie. But that would be spoilers, so I can't say anything.
Dun,
You
dun,
didn't
dun,
hear
dun.
anything.
Dot 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 dot.
No, I shouldn't have told you that.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. We even have like, I don't know what to call them. They're not quite zombies.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
They're
For
zombies.
anyone,
like
who's,
connected.
for anyone who's played the Creepypasta Pony Game Story of the Blanks, they're kind of like blanks.
Oh God. Never played that. I actually never heard of that game.
But
Wait, what? You've never heard of
It's
it?
no,
No.
that's
Never
not
heard of it.
allowed.
Like first time ever heard of it. Like just
Same here.
one I remember like of Luna. It's like a really creepy one. It was about Luna. It was like I heard there was like around 7 games. And it's like if you reach the end, you would get like an insanely creepy picture of her screaming, and it was really really scary.
Like your mom.
I know, right? Anyway, so kind of how you got started into the fandom. Tell us your brony story.
My story is actually, I don't know. I've asked a bunch of people for what their stories would be. Like, how'd you get into the fandom? And for me, it's just one of the most random things. I don't know. I couldn't sleep, and when I can't sleep, it's like really bad. So I'm up at like 3 a.m. and this was in my old house, so I still had a TV in my bedroom. I missed that TV. I was like, okay, I can't sleep. I'm gonna turn on the TV, and it just went to Treehouse, and it was Applebuck season. And I was like, oh, okay, I've seen them on the internet. So I watched it, and I was like, oh, this is cute. And then about 5 days later, I finally remembered, oh yeah, I wanted to know how it started. So let's go to YouTube.
Okay. So that's so then after the whole YouTube thing, I think that's like for most of us over here, that's how we really got to the point of no return. So as we started on YouTube, then we kept watching videos. That was way back then. There wasn't that strong monetizing of episodes. You could actually watch almost 2 full seasons on YouTube.
For
And-
days.
Yeah, and now you can't just good luck finding any.
You could always find some.
Yeah, you can always
There's
find
always
some.
Netflix, right?
Yeah,
there's
that
always
too.
Netflix. They have like full 3 seasons, which is
And it's
insane.
Canadian and American.
Yeah. But
Yeah, no.
Yes.
if you don't live anywhere that's, I don't know, in the America continent, if you count North and South as one.
Well, Canada Netflix and the States Netflix is pretty different, and also pretty garbage. Like comparing the Canadian Netflix to the American Netflix, we don't get nearly as much stuff.
Really?
No.
Yeah, no, we don't.
Oh boy, that's not good. I don't feel sorry for you anyways.
Wow, jerks! Did you notice that you're outnumbered by Canadians here?
I don't care.
We're gonna kick your ass, boy.
Good luck. You say sorry before you even start an argument.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Anyway, so what are the kind of questions you get on your blog?
I'm sorry, are you
Or did-
asking?
Yes,
Was that
I'm
directed
asking.
at me or?
Then you gotta make it for.
Well, suddenly I'm interviewing Nick.
My blog, I get a whole whack dab of 0 messages, except for one from Silver who is complimenting my 3D work. And that's it.
No, but seriously, it was Quartz.
Okay, that was like a really long period. I actually had like no questions whatsoever, even though I had a whole contest going, and the point of the contest was, please ask me a question of what you think's gonna happen next. Got like 5 people. I was like, okay, guess I won't have too much trouble choosing winners.
Actually, that makes things easier. if you
Yeah, but at
think
the same
about it.
time, I was like, I'll run out of questions in like one update.
Well, it's kind of like the same thing when I did a bit of a contest, which I'm hoping to finish tomorrow, maybe next week. Which I only have I have 10 spots open, and whoever reblogged and liked and follow my blog, I'll draw their pony in the huge appreciation post. Thankfully, exactly 10 people reblogged the post, so it made my life way easier.
Other than the contest, though, when I switched, because normally, like the blog, you can see it's called Ask Rose Quartz, but right now I have Soldy answering questions just because, I don't know, I felt like changing it. There's 42 of them. I mean, I can pretty much have anybody answer questions. So as soon as I posted, Soldy's answering questions now, guys, anyone have questions for him, I got just a whole bunch of questions. They were all the same, just, what's your favorite thing about Rose? And I was like, so I'm still drawing Rose. Nothing's changed. And then I got one that just says, I like your mustache.
Nice. I love those ones. It's so easy.
So it's
Like-
Pony's just gonna say, I guess I like it too. That's why it's on my face. But
With all these questions and stuff like that, say if you had one thing that you could change about your blog, or actually no, say if you had one thing that you could give back to your viewers, or your watchers, whatever, followers. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for.
There you go.
Yeah, this isn't DA, man.
Just leave me alone. But anyway, if you had one thing or could do one thing, and it doesn't there's no limitations on it, what do you think you would do?
well, one of the things I love doing, and I don't know, I almost feel not hypocritical. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Two-faced? I don't know. I don't know if a lot of my followers have noticed, but there have been a few, I guess the more well-known vlogs who also follow me. I'm just like, yay, they follow me, oh my god. I don't know, whenever I find a blog that just really gets to me, I guess, I'll read it and their art is really good, and then I look at their story and I'm just like, feels, and I don't know, I feel like I can't not say thank you to that artist for coming up with such an awesome blog, and then I want to give them all of this stuff, I don't know, a plushie of their OC, or some of the mods that are girls. I've been getting them necklaces from an Etsy store,
Okay.
and just stuff like that. I mean, you can always draw art for somebody, and I do that too. I mean, I love including just, I don't know, random people in the background, or even actually in the blog as a pony that just needs to be there. But then sometimes it gets really difficult because it's like I always feel like I have to come up with some sort of reason why I'm including random background ponies, like, oh, reblog this, or, you know, something like that, because then otherwise I'd have everybody just like, can you draw my pony? And I'm like, there's 200 something of you. I don't know if I can draw all of you.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing when there has to be sort of a reason why exactly you're gonna add that character there. Maybe just for lulz, or just because you kind of like the design of the character and you say, oh, well, maybe I'll just include him here because he'll look nice. You know, his color palette, I like it. It looks nice. I'll just put him there. He'll decorate the background. It's kind of like when using it for decorations. There really is no tangible reason why you place them there. Just kind of like there's a reason for aesthetic. Yeah, to make the place look populist. There's people there, and it's kind of like a nice way to kind of. They'll have to reblog it, of course, because it has to do with their character, and they'll be thankful for it, of course. And it's a good way to kind of spread around the blog. Another thing that artists do is kind of fan service, and I'm pretty sure you do a lot of that, right?
Yeah, I've been trying to. I mean, right now the blog's in Manhattan, and it's like, well, I can't have no background ponies. It's Manhattan. Where is everybody?
Exactly.
It's like a major
full
city.
of ponies.
They're all at the CloudsDale Cafe.
No, that's in Cloudsdale.
Doesn't
I would
matter.
assume.
Even the ones that can fly are there.
They all can fly. That's the thing. Even the Earth ponies.
That's
Hey,
the lore.
But in reality, we just committed a mass kidnapping.
A massive kidnapping and just
Like,
throw them.
God, like Hitler did.
No, what?
God damn it, man! Stop doing that!
Every day, it's the same thing.
I say something, you make it a weird analogy.
Well, I'm just saying, he kidnapped people too.
He killed people.
Yeah, but he had to kidnap them first, didn't he?
All right, enough.
We're not killing ponies.
Enough about plots of murder. Anyway,
There's only one plot that will never be ceased.
That's
My
it.
plan. God damn it. One day, Ragin, you'll be dead.
To you.
God. Anyway.
so how long have you had the Tumblr running?
I think since February. I have like an anniversary countdown thing on my Tumblr. There's somewhere.
Really?
I'm checking. I actually don't know when I opened the blog.
I was actually wondering what that. Okay. Well,
What that meant?
yeah, 140 days.
Ah, okay. I didn't mean to click on it. No.
You actually 1st of February, exactly gonna be. Ooh.
Yep.
Wow, that's pretty tight.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
So how far was your experience with Tumblr
I like it.
thus far?
There aren't a lot of things I have issues with on the internet, so I guess that's a good thing, considering internets. But I don't know. This is something I'm actually like terrified of telling people sometimes, because I'm just like, if I ever offend someone terribly, they could use this against me and I'll just die. But the one thing I can't handle on the internet is honestly creepypasta. And not so much the stories. I can read the stories and I'll be like, okay, but like the ones that have pictures to go with them, I'm just like, shit. And I don't know. The only bad experience I've ever had on Tumblr was just this one person I was following for a really short period. They were just reblogging creepypasta stuff, and I was like, why? You didn't warn any of us about this. What is my whole dash? And I was like, shit.
Well, that happens sometimes. Ragin has a bad habit of following everyone that follow us.
I love everyone.
Yeah. Sometimes what happens is that a lot of not safe material
They like
floods our
porn.
dashboards.
Lots of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Hey,
and
but
not
there's
the good
hot
kind.
women on
Not
there,
even the
so-
normal kind. Not even the normal kind. That's
there a
the
normal
problem.
Just every
yeah,
kind.
they're just There's different levels. There's different levels.
But yeah, I tolerate it. How about you?
I don't
judge.
I don't mind. I don't mind the fact that there's cloth art and that whatever, but I don't know. I wouldn't reblog it on my blog just because it's not my blog of it.
Yeah. Like
That's actually.
I would get in trouble if I did that.
yeah, a lot. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. It's like, how many of us are there? There are like 5 people. Just
Oh yeah.
I am the kind of person who would like flip out if someone just decided to draw Rose in cloth art and then like sent it to me. I'd be like, why did you do this? Because I don't see her that way. But again, if anyone else just draws, I don't know, even like the main 6 or their own OCs, I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like, not my characters, please. I don't see.
Yeah. I think a lot of people would. Sorry. I think a lot of people really think the same way about that. Quap. It's quap. Beautiful.
Hey! Sorry, I'm like freaking out. My special sun pony just logged on to live stream. I totally didn't know he was awake.
But yeah.
Give him a kawaii post.
But yeah, so say like, oh wait, never mind. I was just about to ask, what was your worst experience on Tumblr? But you just actually you just said that.
Kind of expanding on what we're talking about.
Go ahead.
Actually, a lot of people make interesting arguments, and it's a really touchy subject when it comes to the things like the fandom. When it's openly discussed, how the fans view the Rule 34. A lot of fandoms have it, but this one in particular has the most interesting case because there is such a huge divide between those who like obsessively like it and believe it should be on the forefront of the fandom, those who are completely against it and should just be buried beneath everything, and then there's like those right in the middle who are just completely indifferent. And it's kind of reached this point in the where the majority just stopped caring anymore. It was always there, but then there's always some that kind of even just satire of Rule 34 is enough to kind of bring people up in arms against it. The biggest example was what happened with Molestia. Molestia is not even a Rule 34 blog, it's a satire, and it talks about those types of subjects, but it doesn't show any. And a lot of people wanted to bring that
You
blog
mean a lot
down.
of ponies?
Yeah, nah, whatever.
Am I killing your speech?
Good. You just destroyed my speech. I just wanted to create some sort of place of thinking and thought.
You're not allowed to think and thought in the same day.
Good. But yeah, I was kind of like saying anybody kind of contributing to what I just said.
Well, I kind of zoned out, so so my bad on that one.
Well, that's what happens
I
when
just
he starts talking, because he always goes on these speeches and nobody just says, "Oh God, here we go," and they go and start eating some chicken nuggets or start playing a Game Boy or something while he continues his half-hour speech.
not exactly. I just saw an email and yeah, I was just like, oh fuck, email.
Don't ruin my dream. Don't ruin my dream about it.
But yeah,
Because literally, I've gotten to the point of where Sin will just pretty much start talking. I've gotten up, gone to the bathroom, made something to eat, and come back, and he's still going.
oh man. But to expand on a degree from what I remember, let me just give me a moment to gather my thoughts here. Let's see here. Now, with the whole thing, like there is a lot of it's a lot of people by it. When you see people as a group, they seem really closed-minded. Because like you see them in a group, like in pretty much a mob, that they're all hating on this one thing and they have to close this one thing. Yet you're kind of like, if you look at it a bit more, it's a bit like each individual person. There might be some that don't even really care for it. They just like being in mobs and like being part of the group. There are some that would be more open to it if there wasn't people yelling just slander and crap. And then there's just people who hate it and really don't care about it in the slightest.
Pretty much.
But I get that vibe from Tumblr quite a bit. And it's not only with like hating and stuff like that, it's with believing things that they see. Kind of goes under the same jurisdiction. But I really hope I was kind of close. At least I hit the nail. Maybe not directly, but just kind of hit the nail and off the topic.
Yeah, kind of like the nail on the board was that people on Tumblr, if you say something to them, anything, and you convince them that this is the right thing, they'll believe it, regardless of any other sources out there.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty gullible. Not everyone, but
people in a group are gullible.
yeah, according to I don't know, notes of thousands, of hundreds of thousands. Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much a quote from Men in Black, like as close as I can remember it. Humans are smart. Humanity is an angry, idiotic mob.
There we go.
Like, really. Mob mentality is the worst mentality, I find.
Truly.
Truly, good say. Good say, indeed.
Weirdos fancy.
Yes.
Oh,
Let me put on my monocle and we can have a civilized conversation.
Quite.
Real gentlemen.
But Rose, what are your thoughts on things?
Things.
Well, fine, on the topic at hand.
Give us a speech.
I'm like, no, I don't speech.
No speech now. We need speeches.
No, you gave enough speech. You gave enough speech for everybody, Sin.
Speech.
Oh, she ain't even sick of your shit, Sin.
Perfect.
No, why? There's like people in the chat asking for it. I'm not speeching.
Go for it.
I have nothing to speech about.
Do it, you wimp.
Everyone demands it. They demand
Speech about the mob mentality of things, of life,
I've
of
never
humanity.
actually experienced the negative mob on Tumblr.
Not even like seeing it from the sidelines.
No, like I've always, I don't know, I always get like these huge annoying headaches. I look at one person and they're, I don't know, it's like an ask on like a super famous person's blog and it's really rude and they're just like, oh my god, I hate your art. And why do you do this? And it's just like the classic conversation and argument that it's my characters and I don't know why you're following me if you don't like what I'm doing. And then everyone else.
Uh-oh. Cutting out things and everything. Hello? I'm cutting out.
Follows the blog. They're just like, yeah,
Nope.
what's wrong with you? Blah, 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 blah. In the reply section, and then that person sends in a...
No. This is not good at all. I really hope... Okay. Yeah. Audio and video cut. That's on Ragin's end.
What happened?
Or wait. Oh. That was me. No.
Wow, dude.
My internet dropped. Whoopsie. Sorry about that.
Hello? Are we still here?
Yep, we're still here.
Your internet
Well,
drops, that's
Okay, just-
rare.
Actually, it was pretty rare, but I noticed that my roommate's call just actually dropped too. And it just completely cut out. So,
CloudsDale Cafe just got hit by a solar flare, everyone.
apparently. But yeah, I hope people can see the video at least, because I can't see it. But, kind of go on about, like, just people hating...
Audio cut out.
I think everyone hates audio cutouts.
Oh, am I still here?
Yeah, you're still here, don't worry.
I can hear ya.
Everybody's
okay.
here. It's just Nick is.
I can't
Yeah.
tell you.
Yeah, I'm just kind of cutting out.
People in the chat
Yeah,
are
Nick's
like,
having
oh
issues.
god, the audio died, and I'm like, oh.
I think the internet's just... But it looks like it buffed out. So I think we're good. Sorry about that.
Okay,
Yep, I did it.
go ahead.
Completely my fault there.
I saved the
Right,
world.
okay,
I saved the world
So-
once again.
Right.
so, I don't, just, but, should I continue what I was,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say so.
I don't know if anyone else ever has this experience where, because, you know, when you allow anonymous asks on the blog, you'd never know if it's really if it's the same person. But sometimes it just sounds like it's the same person, and I'm like, well, people on the internet can have similar typing habits, but you really sound like you're the same person. And it's been the same kind of asks from this one and on, and I've just been deleting them, but they're all, like, sexual and creepy.
Oh god.
The fun ones.
Whoa!
I had the one time, and the only time since then, just because I keep forgetting, that I had, like a To Be Honest Tuesday ask open thing. I got like 5 asks from an anon that was just like, if you could, like they were directed toward Rose, not me as the mod, but they were just, if you could have sex with any pony in the group, who would you choose?
Whoa, just direct right there.
Rose has
Yeah,
a special some pony, but I don't
Like-
why.
All of them.
Extremely totally off character scenarios. Yeah.
No. There are children
Yeah,
in this group.
No, there
Dude,
isn't.
put the thing away.
All
There's like
children.
children in here.
No, I mean like we have like fillies.
What are
Go make me
those?
some Nikes.
Oh yeah, some
You'll
Nikes.
never be making me some Nikes.
Let's see. Can I think of any more questions?
Yes, please, because I've run out of things to say.
What's your favorite color?
I'm very boring. But it's
That's a color? I want that one.
I like snow. Snow's pretty.
Yeah, winter is the best season.
It is.
The only season for you.
Summer's the only season for you, and it's stupid.
I don't like
Every
bugs.
day.
Summer sucks.
Yeah.
I can't stand the heat.
Neither can I. Actually, I get really grumpy and just hate people
Nick,
in the
you're
heat.
just always
Oh my
a
God.
miserable person.
No, I get
You found me out. I am always a miserable person.
I
The
have
answer's
some
out.
questions I could ask, but I'm afraid to ask them because seriously,
Ask
I know
them.
bad things will happen.
Do it, you wimp.
I'm bored.
And
No, I'm not.
remember, Rose, you are not required. You're not required to answer any
No,
of these
I'm not allowed.
questions.
It's not appropriate, so no.
Oh, okay. All right then.
There's like 8 people
I can ask
here.
Nick,
Who's gonna
though.
judge you?
I can ask Nick.
Everyone.
All right, send me the question.
Nick.
Send me the question.
What do you prefer, top or bottom?
I like the top bunk.
I like a power bottom.
Not talking about bunk, you little slut.
I sleep on
Fine,
a
then.
floor mat.
I do like the top floor of a house. It's a lot cooler up there.
I prefer power
You're
bottom.
assholes, and I just, I hate all of you. I can't
Love
even,
you.
I can't even have my joke make my face tickle. I can't.
Well, any fun fact? Did you know that most ponies in Ponyville are nudist compared to the rest of the ponies in different
But
provinces
the main
slash
question
regions?
is, do they prefer top or bottom? Being on top or being on bottom? That's the main question.
Anyway,
Are they the top bitch or the bottom bitch?
God damn it. I actually have a real question for Rose.
Mhm.
Do you ever plan, like, in the future, do you ever plan on taking your art to new and exciting heights?
I'm actually starting at an animation college in May.
Wow. Nice. Huh.
I have to
I
move
didn't
though.
invite you.
I have to move, so I'm not really happy about that part.
Honestly,
I demand
know
the
you were
technology to
animation.
instantly transport all of my belongings, mostly my pony stuff.
like, when I was moving, I had to move pretty much most of my life in one van. And I did.
I have to move,
It worked.
I have to move provinces.
Oh,
I've never
Where-
done this before. I've never lived anywhere else except Alberta.
I've been all over Canada. I've lived in like every province, almost.
Canada sucks.
No, it's
You've
sad.
never been here.
I've never gone any further east than Alberta.
I think I've only lived in Ontario, but I visited Alberta and Saskatchewan over the summer.
I lived.
Have you ever gone to
in
Banff,
for
Rose?
11 years.
Hey, Rose?
Oh, what? Sorry.
Have you ever gone to Banff? Or Jasper?
I have. To Banff, not Jasper.
I really liked it when I went out. It was very nice.
I found.
Those names just sound so European and foreign.
Real moose jaw.
Psych! You're in Yellowknife.
Hey, wait a minute here. The question was, am I taking my art anywhere?
Yes, that's right. Been off to Canadian geography.
Good.
I'm actually a little torn. For a while now, because, well, okay, again, I'm not sure how many of my followers actually pay attention to this. I've mentioned several times I am Asian, and stereotypically, I do love anime.
I love
So-
anime.
Who doesn't?
So, like,
I love
a really long time now, I've, like, wanted a tattoo from, like, so many different anime, and I'm just like, but I think I'll only get one, because I'm a big chicken.
Shinji.
But now I'm just like, okay, I'm getting into art, and it would be awesome to work for Disney, but people keep telling me Disney and Pixar don't hire you, you have tattoos, and I'm like, oh. What do?
Start your
It's
own
kind of-
studio.
I'm
Whoa.
not gonna start my own animation company.
Well, it's kind of
I'm
interesting
like
when
18.
Compete with Studio Ghibli.
No,
with Studio Ghibli.
okay, if I could work for Studio Ghibli, I'd be on the moon and past it.
it's interesting. At least when it comes to animations, like different companies, they look for like a specific way of how do you animate and your look and your style, because a lot of studio houses, they share kind of a trademark look, which goes the same with a lot of people like at Disney, Warner Brothers, blah blah blah, Studio Ghibli. They kind of they have an inherent look and style. So it's kind of like you have to be prepared to emulate certain styles, and you're not just one artist, like multiple artists working on one thing. You kind of prefer working alone, or do you see yourself working with a group?
Actually, when I initially started the Tumblr blog, I was hoping that two of the people who are with me in the RP would help me, because they also have tablets and they can also draw, but they were like, no, we work solo, and I was like,
Oh,
and it was really annoying because one of those two people is actually the one who owns 90% of all the griffins, and I was like, well, why can't you draw them? They're all
'Cause I
yours.
I'm too busy designing griffins.
He is. You know what sucks the most about the griffins he's designed? They all have clothes, and I'm like, I can't.
Draw clothes.
Like,
Impossible.
no, even when I draw like random followers' ponies, I draw them naked half the time. I don't like drawing clothes on ponies. It doesn't seem right. Soldy's actually supposed to have a vest, and even then he's not wearing it. I don't like drawing clothes on ponies. I'm weird.
No way. It's kind of a question of preference. Do you prefer having them nudist? It's interesting because there are a lot of if you look at Ponyville, everyone's not wearing clothes. Then you go to Manhattan, everyone's wearing
No,
clothes.
not everyone.
You go to
Granny
almost
Smith
like
has,
Western.
shawl.
Yeah. So it kind of depends where they're from. Ironically enough, Rarity owns a clothes store, and she's also not wearing clothes.
No. She wears them occasionally. Look,
She
I made
wears them on
something-
occasions, but like
look,
on a regular
look, I made
basis.
something new, and then I'm never gonna wear it ever again.
Exactly. That's kind of a weird stigma. I am a fashionista, but I rarely wear clothes ever. Only when I feel like it.
Yeah. I mean, plus the Griffins not only have clothes, they also have weapons, and I'm like, oh.
What?
Yeah, okay, this isn't a happy story. I've made it seem really happy, but it's like mafia gun wars at some point.
It's awesome.
At least you're more cheery than our last one. Last guess we're talking about like physical
Gosh.
abuse.
What?
Yeah, her
Wait,
boy
wait
was
a minute,
kind
your
of has a
last-
really dark story.
Wait,
Our
who
last
was your
guess, yeah.
guess?
Doodle pony.
Oh, okay, because
We're just like, that's wonderful. You're into games.
Oh.
Who?
What? Oh.
The call dropped for me for a second. It was that call. It was completely silent for a
Oh,
second.
okay.
Oh. Well, I just found out that we are a good. There is a good 1 minute delay between the between the stream and what we're hearing.
Yeah, I figured. I mean, people in the chat.
Oh, that's
seem kind of
wonderful.
behind.
Yeah, I just noticed it. Like usually it's like 10 seconds, but it really dropped when during that hiccup that my internet went out.
That's okay, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fine. It's just I just didn't deal with this before, and it might actually hurt a bit when we're doing the viewer questions.
What is it? When is this supposed to end again?
When is it supposed to end? Sin, answer this.
Is
But
there an
well,
end to this?
we're
I mean,
already-
I have no preference. I'm just wondering.
yeah, like usually we end it between an hour and a half. So like I think we might actually start the viewer questions soon. I
I was
think-
actually gonna say that, but thanks for interrupting me, Nick.
Yeah.
No problem. Respect.
Respect.
Disrespect.
Disrespect? What? I don't want to disrespect. I am just fumbling with my words today.
Good. Well, yeah, it's true. We're already almost an hour in, so kind of we're gonna be babbling a little
We
bit.
got like 7 minutes before it.
Yeah, we got like 7
Yeah.
minutes until we do a transition, abrupt transition for the
Yep.
ask the guests random questions. You chat.
We didn't.
Wait, wasn't that what we were doing?
Essentially.
In essence.
But this time it's viewers, so if they have a
Exactly.
question that we didn't ask or forgot
there's still
or
like 8
too dumb to
people.
figure out.
There's
Like
still like 8
something that
people.
has to do with
I even posted the live stream in my Facebook Edmonton Brony group, and there's like
We usually get about an average of like 10.
Yeah,
So-
at least no one's
that's
left.
all
That's a
right.
good sign.
Well, a couple people out just left because they had to leave. But yeah.
They were replaced by new people.
They're by cooler people.
Or
At
either
least.
my internet's just not refreshing because it just says 8. It usually goes up and down when I watch.
Mine's at 10, I guess. I don't know. Depends.
Oh, okay, it's my
But
internet then.
I guess it's
Yay.
kind of be like. It's kind of I don't know. Maybe let's start.
Oh. Does this mean that my internet's cutting out or is it just sin?
No, it's just sending.
Oh, thank God.
Don't know.
Being a turd.
I'm just trying to think now. Did I have any other questions? Oh, yeah. Do you have any other interests besides drawing and ponies and anime?
If you just said if I had any other interests besides drawing, I could have answered that.
But I just pretty much hit the nail on the hammer
Wow,
with that
Nick.
I would say I like pets, but I don't have one, which kind of sucks. I don't know. I sing, but that's also mostly anime and ponies.
Still counts, I'd say so.
Well, I like country music, but yeah.
Ah,
Yay!
not a fan of country music.
Well, it's too bad.
Oh, Nick. Nick, you just don't know how to
Applejack
live like a
is
Southern
disappointed in me.
Canadian like you should, you little hooker.
Southern Canadian is Northern American.
Applejack is worst pony. Applejack is worst pony.
I'll gut you.
I mean worst background pony.
I'll gut you.
I can't tell who's saying that. My
Yeah.
I'll gut you. You'll never get away.
Batman will
Actually, speaking of, I should really
Hi. I'm Popo. And you just pissed me off.
Get out of here. Get
Can
out-
you stop?
outta here.
Everybody-
No. Get
Alright.
out of here.
But I think this is a perfect time
Stop.
to start up the viewer questions.
We have
Popo
4 minutes
man's it.
left.
So, Okay, are we not doing the viewer questions then, or are we just gonna let that bird fly?
Just fucking go home.
No, I want to hit that bird. I want to hit those 2 birds with my boulder. But apparently,
I heard boulder. I was like, what? Like,
boulder.
all right, sounds good.
So it's like, yeah, we're kind of waiting. I think it's for the lag and the delay.
Yeah, it is.
So, pro tip: you can only have your questions if you guys ask the questions. It's pretty easy. You just ask
And if we
whatever
answer
you
them
want.
in the next 7 minutes.
We're not ending the show in
it's
like 7 minutes.
Kind of as long as
know.
long as we kind of feel like it, really. At this point, yeah, bold and underline if you want. That makes it easier for us to find it in the flood of words, blood and underline.
Yeah, we will not accept your questions unless it's written on paper with your enemy's blood. We only ask for the best.
Yeah, only the best for CloudsDale Cafe.
We're the best.
Around.
No one's
Take
gonna give
everything without.
We got one.
We
Yes.
are first.
Oh, Monochrome Eternity asks, "Oh, I've waited so long to ask this from someone. Do you read MLP fanfiction? And if so, what is your favorite?"
Is it sad that like one of the only fan fictions I've read is My Little Dashie?
No, not really, actually.
I don't know. I'm the kind of person who can't
I
sit
did
there
too.
and read it.
Well, like the only one, not really, because I think that's almost became a staple, really. But yeah, so I guess your favorite's My Little Dashie then. What'd you think of it?
Cried. I did. Just, I don't know, at the very end, when, I'm sorry if this is spoilers, if people haven't read this, the 8 to 10 people that are here. But,
Out of how many years it's been out?
just
I think it's given.
At the end when they all come to take her and they just realize that she hasn't been there for 3 days, it's been like 3 years, and they're like, oh shit, we should have been here sooner. Now this is like this really heartbreaking moment where she gets taken away, and I'm like, I can't do this, because...
I read it really early when I was in the fandom, so it didn't really hold anything on me. I was like, all right.
It's not even so much that it's Rainbow Dash, it's just the thought of raising anything and then having it abruptly taken away.
Very true.
It's like,
Yeah.
I still haven't either. I doubt I'll ever read the story.
Actually,
Monochrome Eternity said I haven't read My Little Dashie.
Wow.
Damn it.
You get no
Go
pardons.
read it.
well, sorry.
You get
go
no
read it.
pardons.
It's a pretty short. It's a pretty short fanfic compared to the ones most people write. But when I read it, I actually I saw that little trailer, the quotation marks, on YouTube about My Little Dashie, and I was like, huh, that's interesting. And at first I thought it was like really just kind of a sad but at the same time happy feel. The feeling simultaneously happy and sad is one of my favorite feelings, so I wanted to check it out for just kind of see what happened. You know, I actually was thinking that she got, I don't know, like killed or hit by a car or some, you know, some generic tragedy, but it actually was it was an unexpected ending. Actually, I did not expect it to end the way it did.
Beat your feels.
Yeah, and it did that, and it did a really good balance between feeling happy and sad, which a lot of fanfic writers don't know how to do. They can either go completely balls to the wall, insane, no logic, just tragedy, or everything's okay, slice of life, happy, joy, whatever, you know.
Okay,
Man.
You just triggered my memory of something. I don't remember the name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the name of this fanfiction I read. It's just this random thing on Tumblr, like a link on Tumblr, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll read this. It's like about Pinkie Pie and all of her friends leaving Ponyville one by one, and she slowly kind of falls into depression, and I was just reading this and I was like...
Huh.
Like, it shows that she's happy at the end, but it's not a happy ending. If that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. She's contempt. That's the type of ending.
but it's not a happy ending, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not okay.
It's because it's a more kind of a real, if I use this term, a realistic point of view. You don't always get your way, and sometimes things in life happen, and you just gotta deal with it and move on. Sure,
I
it's
forgot to
not.
hit my cough button. Shit.
Good job.
Sure, it's not. It's not.
You
a good,
failed.
Maybe it's not the best outlook, but hey, it's is what you make of it. So, yeah. Nick, have you ever had any experiences with the things?
With My Little Dashie?
Mother.
Yeah.
Well, like, I never cried, but granted, though, I haven't cried enough. Okay, never mind.
You're not.
I have cried recently. I have cried recently, but not, like, to anything, like a story or anything like that.
I haven't cried enough acid tears.
I haven't cried enough, man.
Salty tears.
It's this cry you speak of. I could have sworn that was all liquid pride.
Yeah, it's just liquid pride. But no, like, I didn't cry with My Little Dashie. I didn't really do any of that.
Bitch.
Well, it's because I read it so early, it didn't really hold anything on me. But yeah, now thinking about it, and I can definitely relate, something that you've grown with and you've been with for a long time just kind of taken from you.
Oh, I thought you meant like the first time you read My Little Dashie. No, the first time I read My Little Dashie, I cried. Everybody's cried. If you didn't cry, you're not a real human being. You don't have
I didn't cry.
Well, then you're not
You're
a real
Captain
human being.
Levi.
If
You see all of your friends dead and not even share a single tear.
like I see a bat, like
Did
I
you
see
cry
things.
for your cat?
I do like.
Okay, Ragin, thin ice.
Someone asked me if
I love you.
Okay, someone asked us another question.
I actually, there's one thing I
No,
kind of.
no. Hi. You can ignore Titus's question.
Okay. Under discretion of our guest.
Well, Titus is my special sun pony. You can call me later.
Yeah, that's kind of a rule. It's a general rule here for those who don't know. The guest has full discretion to answer any question. You
But
are not.
Monochrome Eternity asked if I like tacos.
Yes, he did.
I do like
Do you?
them, but I don't like vegetables.
You're dead to me.
You're
my
lettuce now.
There's
We're
no
having
lettuce
soft
in my
tacos later.
It's like strictly just meat and cheese.
How do you do that? Just meat and cheese. What are your salads like? Do you just have bacon, chicken, beef,
No,
pork?
I don't like dislike vegetables to that extent. I'll eat a salad, but
Okay,
it's just
Right.
it's usually
We're on
just
e-
lettuce and carrots.
we're on even
Likes
terms.
her meat.
Maybe broccoli. I don't like much else. I don't like tomatoes.
Maybe. Only
She
broccoli.
likes her meat. She's a real woman.
Rice and chicken.
I eat everything meat.
I am a
No
pure
No vegetables in my
omnivorous.
life.
I am omnivorous. I eat everything. Even my
Only thing I
chairs.
The only thing I wish I could eat every day of my life is bacon.
You would be so fat.
He is fat.
Who
He's
says I'm not?
obese.
I
don't-
don't you people.
No, I text him. I know him like almost completely
You've
in
seen
real
my
life.
pro.
The only
You've
thing,
seen my pictures.
the
I am
only
not
thing,
fat.
no, the only thing left for me to do is kind of just live right next to you, and that's it. So
I
we've been
want you to live
together
right
for so
next to
long.
me so I can harass
It
you
would have been a-
in Ash.
It would have been an awful experience, but anyway. Hey,
We would yell at each other.
besides, this is a pretty fun question. Besides just special sun pony, who would you like to kind of live right next to? Like if it's like either friends from the internet or followers or whatnot. Rose Quartz.
I'm thinking. That's a difficult.
While you
question.
Let her think,
we-
damn it.
I know a lot of
yeah, that's always a thing, you know.
Well, I've got a friend who is the most adorable person I've ever known in my life, and she's pretty much a little sister to me.
Hmm.
It's kind of, it goes both ways though. I want her to live next to me, but not her mom.
Goes
Her mom
both
is a,
ways.
Her mom is a scary individual. Scary Chinese individual.
Ooh.
Wow, that's mean to say about somebody's mother.
No, she doesn't like her mom either.
I don't know why, but that seems to be a common trend on Tumblr from what I've seen. It's like, I hate my parents.
No, I hate my mom.
Like,
Mama.
it's perfectly legitimate reasons sometimes, but...
Well,
But
yes.
the time
Okay.
they're just
Well, my
shit.
friend is that kind of. She's one of those people who dress really like out there. Like she's the kind of person who would wear a fluffy pink tutu and rainbow leg warmers to school.
Oh, okay.
And we all love
Popular.
her because she's adorable. And
Oh.
her mom just thinks that she's
An idiot?
this little devil child, and we're just
What?
we look at her like, do you talk to your daughter? Because if you actually talk to her and not judge her based on appearance, like you'd think her mom is an internet hater.
Wait, hold up. So, in her mom's perspective, a little pink tutu and rainbow socks means the devil's advocate?
Oh, and she
Yes.
has rainbow hair
Yes.
and rainbow hair extensions.
Purple
So,
hair
rain-
is spawn,
She- she
is the
looks
spawn of
like-
Satan.
She looks like a Sonic Rainboom every day.
So, does the
That's
mother...
awesome.
Does the mother carry a Bible after a rainfall? Like, just sees in the sky?
Yeah, these, like, you know,
Be gone, you Satan!
they're like some really traditional Chinese families.
Mhm.
So she's like superstitious type, and she constantly calls my friend like a little devil or a little demon child, and I'm like,
Somebody
Okay.
put this woman away.
Well, it's kind of odd because
Mhm.
I don't know much about at least Chinese religion. It's like I guess most of it's Buddhist, or correct me if I'm wrong, but like exactly just superstition and things like that. When you're beginning something like the beginnings of a cultural clash, things that don't seem normal to you may appear as, you know, scary, and then fear turns to hate. It's kind of like the pattern that happens a lot.
yeah, essentially, but it's like it's your own kid.
Mm-hmm.
And she
I
only
think-
started the appearance change like maybe I think a year and a half ago now. And her mom like there wasn't even a transition from oh you're my kid and I love you to now I hate you.
I hate you. Why did I ever
It was
have
always
sex
hate.
with your father?
Her dad. This is starting to become not about me. I'll stop now.
Alright.
Yeah, it happens.
It was never
So-
about me.
Mono asks, again, jeez, Mono. But anyway, he asks, like, how often do you end up getting viruses, and which are your least favorite?
I'm confused.
Trojan.
You mean like viruses, like computer viruses?
Yeah,
Like,
well, actually,
like
let's go with both.
I was gonna say
I've never had a
Trojan
computer
because of the
virus. I'm happy about that.
Hmm?
I've never had a computer virus, which is good.
Props.
That is
Good.
good.
Yeah.
I'd like to keep it that way.
Good work.
I
Yeah.
got viruses.
Too much
As
props.
for like
I ain't youth protection.
What about illnesses? What's your worst one?
colds and flus, I suck.
Doing good.
I went to Brony Can just last month,
Nice.
and
Oh, tell us about that.
we were smart. We were very smart. We bussed out there, and I got so sick on the 13-hour ride.
Oh.
Like we have to stop every so often to get gas and like washroom
Gee.
break, whatever. And I think it was like 2 a.m. we got out. I was like crying and shivering because I felt so terrible. I can't handle the mountain, like the pressure going up and down. And then my stomach was just upside down, and I was like, why did I not plane?
Why did you not? You should shoot some gum.
I did. It did not help.
It doesn't help.
Just
It didn't help me.
Like car rides.
No, they ended up feeding me like popcorn twists.
That was
fell asleep.
That was a myth. That was a myth.
Man, though, I was on like the
How
shortest.
is there myths?
I was on like the shortest plane ride from Toronto to London. It was literally like get into this tiny plane, like buckle up. And then we just I was reading a book. I look up, the sign's still on, so I was thinking it's like, wow, are we still taking off? And then I realized, no, wait, we're landing.
I just read
Oh my
this.
god.
Like I look up, it literally was okay. I didn't look up, and then it was just like, oh, seatbelts are still on. I wonder if it's still landing. It's obvious been like a half hour, but it's been like 20 minutes. But I'm thinking it's like I didn't even take off my seatbelt.
So
Good
from
me.
Canada to London? Wait, but like
No,
No, this tiny ass plane, London, Ontario.
Oh, there we go.
No, we have the secret technology that can zoom us across across the world.
You can across the entire.
It's called.
Everyone in the world knows, but except you, America.
Yeah, everyone knows. Everyone, the Canadians, except me.
Everyone
Like,
has
takes
it
me 2
except
hours.
America.
It takes me like 3 hours to reach frigging Florida. It's like right there, right next
Why
to
don't
my
you come
island.
and visit me, you slut?
Because I don't have the money.
Well,
Nor
then get
do
the
I
money
wanna-
by going to the corner and come visit me so I can give you
Yeah,
a hug.
shut. We'll talk about it later. We have our guest here, and she's
But hey, Rose.
getting irritated. Yeah,
But hey,
she's
Rose.
become irritated.
Hey,
How was BronyCan? Give us the juicy details.
I want it to last longer. It was just
Good summary.
like you get there and you're like, yay, friends and bronies, and we had like a Tumblr pony meetup with all the mods. Well, not all the mods, because unfortunately we didn't know at the time we planned the meetup. It was, it ran over with the cosplay contest, so we lost a bunch of people. Like, I think there were 4 of us that ended up showing up, but that was okay.
Friends.
And actually, I made cupcakes, and then our bus driver kidnaps them.
Aw.
Even my special sun pony, Titus, he went to the bus driver's hotel room and he was just like, we left our cooler in the bus. Is it alright if we get it? And he's like, no, I'm gonna take a nap. And then he closed the door in his face. I'm just like,
I would
rainbow
have
blueberry
just said.
cupcakes.
At that point, I would have just have broken into the bus and stole
Like,
my
give me the
shit
damn
back.
keys.
Man, no, I ended up losing
I
like.
said I needed keys.
Oh my god. But other than that, I think the con was
I-
great. The what do you call it? What do you call it? The vendor hall?
Oh
The
yeah.
hall was kind of tiny.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there were a few booths that could have just taken one table and they could have actually put in more people. Because I walked around, there's 2 days. We walked around one day and I was just kind of like, okay, I'm done shopping.
I have no more money left.
Well, no, not that. It was just, I didn't find anything else I wanted.
I bought everything at the con.
No,
Nothing will
Look,
leave my grasp.
One of my friends is crazy. He went into the con with $1,900. He spent $1,500 of it in the first 2 hours of the con.
How do you spend that much money in 2
Ow.
hours at a convention?
He bought a body pillow and a few other things.
Oh, that explains everything. That body pill was a good $1,000 right there.
It was, what's her name? Nurse Redheart.
See, if I had $1,500 or $1,900, I wouldn't be buying stuff at a convention. I'd be going and buying another car. Or weapons. Like I did today.
Oh boy.
Hey, I got
Yeah,
I got a shotgun today. It's nice.
Good.
In other news, in America.
Oh, I think
One
we
America.
caught up.
Razor needs to find more guns for his army. What
I
army?
think we've caught up with the live stream.
Hmm?
I think we've caught up more with the live stream.
No, we didn't.
No.
At least for me, no.
Well,
Maybe
because
for you.
I just mentioned Redheart, and then one of the chat.
Okay, maybe it's different. Maybe it's just me then, which is better.
Probably it's just you, because it was your internet that cut out, right?
Yeah, that's true. But thing is, like, I'm the one streaming though.
Paid you slut.
Oh. Eh. Either way, people are caught up at least, so.
Yeah, so and so. But Mhm.
Sorry.
no, go on because I wasn't gonna say anything interesting.
Aw.
Then you always say something interesting.
It was
No, I
just
don't. I legitimately don't say anything interesting.
another good point about Brony Can. I don't know. Have all you guys seen Equestria Girls?
Yeah.
No.
But I know of it. Enough.
Then
I
you
know
watch
enough.
Oh, I thought you actually watched it, son.
Mm.
I was saying it's like I'm the only
This
one
is
who
not
has
really
never
spoilers,
watched
I
it.
guess, but just the song they do in the cafeteria, we planned like a little tiny flash mob thing, and I spent, I think, 2 weeks making enough ears and tails to give to people. And it sucked at the very last minute. I was like, oh my god, I have more headbands than I have fabric for. That kind of sucks. So there's just these unmade headbands sitting in my room right now. But it was pretty great. I think it is Hazelnut Nut, or like the mod of Ask Trouble, who videotaped it. on her iPod.
Nice.
Some mobile device. And, yeah. It turned out pretty well. We just kind of... It was really depressing because it was during the PJ party, and the minute we walked in, it's called the Pony PMV PJ party. And then as soon as we walk in, the poor volunteer who was in charge of running it, they had to announce that the hotel prohibited showing ponies.
What?
And we're just like, but isn't
Physically-
this a pony convention?
No.
And we were just like, no, you can't show ponies. Why?
Well, why? What is? Where in law says so? Because the manager doesn't like ponies. It gives him
Well,
hives.
I mean, they kind of let us use the venue, so we can't really, just say screw you. We're gonna do it anyways. We get kicked out, which is bad.
That really doesn't make any
we
sense.
We kind of want the venue next year, so
Okay.
they're probably gonna switch that up. Instead of a PMV party, just have it like a normal PJ party, and I wouldn't mind having s'mores. I kind of felt sad there were no s'mores.
No s'mores.
Heresy.
Oh,
So we just ended up. I went up to the guy in front of the soundboard and I was like, "Do you have an iPod plug-in?" And they were like, "Yes." So we played the song from Equestria Girls, and people were just like, "What? I know this song." And then
Oh god.
we had two people handing out. One person was handing out tails, one person was handing out ears, and people just got up and started jumping up and down. And I looked around and I was like, "Ha! I'm the only girl here." It was like this room. There were a few other girls, but they didn't get up and dance. They were just sitting there in the chairs, and I was like, "People are boring. Why are you just sitting there?" Anyway. But then I had people, because there were some guys who just didn't have cosplay, and there were a few bronies I met who are not open bronies to their families. So they came over and told me afterwards, because they were just like, "We can't buy pony stuff openly when we're with families because they don't approve." So they were really happy they got the Canterlot Wondercold ears and tails, because they were just like, "Now we have pony things to wear, and our parents don't understand what they are, so it's okay."
Anything is from a party, so yeah.
And it was wonderful. After we finished the PJ party, we just like went walking downtown. Well, not downtown, but just like down the street of Richmond.
Making my way down to me.
And honestly, the highlight of the entire con, and I'm gonna say this because unless the con moves locations dramatically, I'm hoping it's still in the same place, because most people when you go to a convention, you'll spend all your money on stuff, and then you look at yourself and be like, "Wait a minute, I need to eat." I didn't think about this. So we were walking down the street, like my friends, this group of us, and there was a Panago Pizzas. And it's like, yay, their food's not overly expensive. So we went in there, and the first night, the lady who was there, she was just like, "Oh gosh, all these people, and they're all dressed really weirdly."
Oh god.
But she was really nice, and we got a bunch of pizzas, and then we went back the same day. It was just me and Titus, and she came back, she saw us, she's like, "Oh, I remember you guys. Just so you know, we ran out of the smaller size pizzas. You guys kind of bought them all." We were like, "Oh, oops, okay." And she asked us, she thought the con ended at 9, and we were like, "Oh no, there's like a dance party that goes till 1 a.m. And conveniently enough, they're actually open till 1 a.m. on Saturday night. So she was like, "Bring everybody back here." So when the PJ party ended, we brought our group, but then we ran into other people who recognized the ears, and they were like, "Oh look, you people are bronies, we'll follow you too." And we ended up bringing like 20 people back to Panagos. And she just loved us. She was just like, all this business, and she's not like anti-brony or anything. She was just like, "They're strange, but they're buying pizza, yay!"
It's like, yeah, you're customers, you're giving me money. Yay.
So we went
No
back,
judging here.
We bought like a lot of pizza, I'll say that. It's kind of a bad thing. It's like, how much fat did we
Okay.
eat? But
So-
on Sunday we went back, and we just felt like sitting outside, because it's a small Panagos, it's not like a seating area inside. But she actually came outside, and she was like, checking up on us, like, "You guys okay? Do you want napkins or any more dipping sauce?" And we were like, "Wow. I hope you're here
Yeah,
next
she
year
was
because she'll
being
remember
super
us."
nice.
I think I'm gonna ask one last question, and then go in to end the show. Monochrome asks, with the final question, how did you ever meet Frigid Drift?
I don't know who Frigid is. Should I know who Frigid is?
Eh. A
You
lot of
guys
people
who
know him.
Frigid is? that like
I'm pretty sure his name's Paul.
Yeah,
I'm
Paul.
pretty sure his name's Paul. Yeah.
that doesn't help.
Yeah.
Is it a Tumblr blog?
Well,
Yeah, it's a Tumblr blog.
it's a Tumblr.
It's the white and blue one.
Thank you. It's so helpful.
That's so helpful, Nick.
You know
For
me,
you.
ace detective.
You aced the test.
I don't know who Frigid is.
Okay, well there you go, Mono. There's your answer.
So if I met them, I don't know.
Well, that's a good way to end the show on a high note.
Hell yeah. You know me.
But yeah, that's Nick. Hey. Thanks a lot, Rose Quartz. I know you were really excited and you've waited so long and so patiently for this interview. Thank you very much for kind of, just dealing with our shenanigans. And this is always kind of a question we ask all of our guests. Nick does it every time.
Yes, I do, actually.
Yeah. How do you kind of,
I usually ask it after
like
the show, though.
and, well, I'm
You're
asking
doing it
you
wrong.
now.
Yeah, this was fun. A little odd sometimes. I was just kind of sitting here like, okay, I'll just listen to you guys because you're just talking. But yeah, no, this was fun. I have received a link to Frigid Drift.
Oh yeah, Frigid.
Oh yeah.
I feel like this
Alright,
person.
so-
let's go.
But Rose, have you do you think we could improve on some things, or?
I kind of indirectly just said that. I'm trying not to be.
Yeah. Well, just be direct.
You guys, I don't know. I spent a lot of time just sitting here like, okay.
Yeah. I kind of saw that too.
Yeah, I don't know. And for the viewers that don't know this, maybe I shouldn't say this while we're still on the air, but
Do it.
Sin, apparently people didn't know. Like, CloudsDale Cafe people didn't know I was the guest tonight. That was interesting.
Yeah. Well, actually, I did know.
We
But,
didn't know,
like-
but we didn't know when you were
The
gonna.
first
Really,
thing
it's
I
like
saw
the-
on our Skype chat was just that we're 15 minutes before the show with no guest, and I was just like, but wait a minute.
Oh no! Like I was saying, it's
wait a
like
minute.
Silver was asking me, it's like, what's all the hubbubaloo? And I was like, we're 15 minutes with the show, and we thought we had no guest. And then you popped up, and I was like, oh.
And then I popped up.
Yeah,
I
and then
think
Sin
the
popped
huge
up.
the huge question and the name of who we were interviewing wasn't enough. So
No,
sorry.
like I
I
knew,
mean, it just, I don't know.
I did my best. I
No.
did my best to kind of.
I knew,
Probably
who,
should have done a better job.
I knew who we were interviewing, but it's just that, frankly, like with school and just general dealings right now, I just haven't had that much time to really prepare. So
Well,
Plus,
well,
Sin
you
left us out of the loop.
no, he didn't.
Left me out of the loop.
No, I
Go
didn't.
check- go check the
it's
Google
Kind
Docs.
of like I made this huge system. Exactly, I made this huge system of Google Docs, and actually your name
Nobody uses
was
it
in
because
the
it's confusing.
I use it. It's not that confusing at all.
like the way like at least most of everybody here should know who's coming up, and actually the next guest
I
for
already knew who was
next
coming.
week is also in the Google Docs. So you guys got to read up that and
Snoop Sweep.
yeah. So that's kind of the way I usually manage for like everybody here, at least.
But enough of this
And- but-
backstage stuff.
Yeah, this is kind of like all boring, technical, geeky stuff. Any closing words you want to say to everyone watching today? Rose?
I think my brain just died.
Happens a lot with us. Yeah.
Yeah, it does happen a lot.
We usually get that. It's like, I think my
It
brain's
usually
dead.
wears
I think you
off after
killed
2 to
me.
3 weeks.
No, it doesn't wear off. We leave a permanent scar.
No, I need my brain though. I'm supposed to draw update thing tonight.
Okay.
I finally got the owner of Soldy to reply about how he would answer a question, so I was like, yay, I'll do this. I mean,
Did
actually,
it-
I kind of. Sorry, I'm keep talking. I know we're supposed to be ending this.
No.
Just the last update thing I drew. Like I said, I wasn't able to contact the Soldy's owner at all. So someone asked him a question and he was gonna answer, and then I just kind of used another character to just crash land on top of him. Like, nope, you don't get to talk. Scapegoat, yeah. 'Cause I didn't know what else to do.
Writer's convenience. I did it.
Well, it helps when we have a derpy pony who's a pirate. She's a lot of fun.
I must know this.
Alright. Well, this has been me, Sin,
Lap.
You and Sid. I'm sorry. Was this the
Whatever. This has been the
me,
CloudsDale
I,
Cafe.
and us
And
show?
Nick.
Shut
Nick
up.
This has been the
being-
CloudsDale Cafe. Signing off. Say goodbye.
No, we're not.
Bye.
No, John. No, we're not doing that.
We did it.
I've been Nick, and with me, we had Sin, Ragin, Silver, and our guest, Rose. Thank you for joining us this evening. Be sure to stay for the after show, and have a good night.
That's my job.
You have an after show?
You did it crappy, though.
I was tired. I had to go pick up Ashley from work in a minute, so.
Oh, well
Goodbye. Goodbye. Later.
then. Goodbye.
See you in a few minutes.
Bye.
Take care. Goodbye.